Hi, Tenny-Brittian. I am here for week 4 of our spiritual development course with the Center for Ministry and Lay Training at Phillips School of Theology. Well, as we're jumping into this, we are moving past, not past, not past. We're moving ahead. We've been talking about Fowler a lot, stages of faith. Now we're going to be talking about stages of spirituality, about spiritual growth. And there's a lot of confusion, a lot of people who equate faith, religion, and spirituality. And it may be that they don't really understand what spirituality is. It's not the kind of thing they teach you in seminary, I'm afraid. So a lot of ministers have never worked with spirituality. And when we think about the spiritual, we're really doing that in terms of thinking about faith and religion. So we think as people are growing in their faith or people are growing in their religiosity that they're growing spiritually, and that is not generally the case. Almost never is it the case. And if you look at our objectives, you'll see or remember that we have a goal to communicate, to be able to communicate, to know the stages of faith, Fowler's stages of faith, to be more specific. But we also have an objective to know about spirituality and the stages of spirituality, how to teach spirituality, how to use spiritual disciplines, spiritual practices. Remember, as hopefully you're seeing in our From Hope to Habits small group, those are not the same as stages of faith. They're informed in a way by the stages of faith. They're helpful to understand with the stages of faith, but they are not the same as stages of faith. Now, as we switch our attention more to the spiritual, I want to to introduce you to Janet Hagberg and Bob Gulick. Janet Hagberg and Bob Gulick. Bob uses Robert in most of his writings. You'll see him listed that way. They've written a book called The Critical Journey. That's where they talk about what they call stages of faith, but really what they're talking about as a spiritual journey. What interests me when I do searches for Gulick and Hagberg is I get references to spiritual formation and spiritual life-changing steps. So again, my argument for their faith stages being spiritual stages. You're going to see some correlations between their work and what Fowler says. Correlations, not direct, but you'll see the similarities. And I want you to go ahead, read through these pieces. That's where we're going. We're getting deeper and deeper into the spiritual part as we move forward. And as you continue reading Fowler, because you remember, you see it, you've got more Fowler, I also want you to think of people who may be caught in the first and second stages of faith, who might be stuck there. I know as I read them and reread that, people come to mind. It's kind of fun after the years. Different people come to mind as we look at one and stages 1 and stages 2. But I want you to look at that and to be thinking who you might see, who you might know in those steps. And that's important as we move to our final objective of being able to help move people progress through their own stages of faith and spirituality. How they connect their spirituality to the world, and quite honestly, and see the world in their spirituality. And as we move along, you're going to see, again, more and more of that. So read Hagberg and Gulick, enjoy them, read thoroughly through that, read them, read the other attachments that I'm giving you this week. Do something nice for yourself in all of that. Have fun with them. And I am going to see you on the boards. Bye-bye.